Hello friends, welcome to the Technical Study Place YouTube channel. In this video we will learn about the Java tokens. So what are Java tokens? Tokens are each individual elements of a programming language. Each individual elements. Each and every individual elements. So whatever the elements are there, in that each and every individual elements that are called as tokens. When we started studying when we are kids, on that time first we have learned about the alphabets or letters. After that we have learned how to make words, or after that sentences, after that paragraph. So like this, step by step we have learned. So here also tokens means each individual elements means, so every word or every word which are specific to a programming language, specific to a Java programming language, and every symbols, they are called as tokens, which we will use for a particular programming language, that is Java programming language. Okay, to understand the concepts of tokens, we can say that tokens are kilso or kilpo. This line I have wrote for only for your understanding purpose. Don't write this line in exam. Okay, so kilso or kilpo, it is, I have made it short so that you can understand or you get an idea very fastly and clearly. So K stands for keywords, I stands for identifiers, L stands for literals or constants, P or S stands for punctuators or separators, and O stands for operators. So in this all are individual elements. In this only the individual elements are there, means the tokens are there. Okay, let's say about the keywords. So what are keywords? Keywords are the reserved words that are specific to a programming language. Keywords are the reserved words. Okay, what do you mean by reserved words? Reserved word means special words to a particular or specific to a programming language. For example, int, float, char, double, if, while, do, for, public, private, protected. Means reserved word means that words which are already in that programming language, which are that words which are already in that particular programming language, that these words we can import or directly use in the our program of Java programming language. Not only these words are there are many words. I will show you. This much words are there of Java keywords, such as abstract, byte, class, do, extends, for, import, long, private, and many are there. You can see here on this image. So keywords are the reserved words. Reserved words means these words that are already in the Java programming language, that we will use in our programs. Okay, so Java keywords are the reserved words that are specific to a programming language. These words are the specific to a programming language. These words are reserved words, means these are already in the Java programming language, so we will just use in our program. Okay, let's go next, that is identifiers. Identifiers are the names given to any function, class, variable, etc. Identifier are the names. Identifier are the names. Names of what? Function name or class name or variable name. Okay, we know that function, how we will declare function. Void function name, for example void display is a what displays function name. Okay, class, whatever you can give, class demonstrate is a class name. Variable is also a name. Int a, if you have given, then a is what? Variable name. Okay, so identifier are the names to any function, class, variable, whatever you take in the programming language, Java programming language, that name is known as identifier. Okay, it has certain rules also for naming identifiers. We can't write that only for to write the name. We can't write however we want. It has also some certain rules. So what are the rules? We will see here. The first one is, the first letter of identifier must start with an alphabet or an underscore. Okay, if you want to write the name of function, class or variable, then it should start with an the first letter should start with an alphabet or an underscore. Let's see here. For your understanding purpose only, this I have written. Don't write in this all in exam. Okay. For example, Rajiv. Here first letter is R. Yes, we can write it like this. Here first letter is what? No letter is there, but underscore symbol is there. Okay. This also is allowed. But here you can see here first letter is not a letter, it is a number. So this is not allowed. So first should be either letter or underscore, not any other symbol or any other number. Okay. Second point or second rule we see, there should be no special symbol except an underscore. Okay, means no symbols other than an underscore. Let's see here. If you have written something class name or something variable name adds price add support, this is not allowed. Okay, it will show error in our programming language. We can write like this, price underscore support. We can use only underscore symbol in our programming language while we are naming, okay, while we are naming the variable, class or function. Other than underscore we can't use any other symbol. Okay, so we can write like this, price underscore support, but we can't use other symbols other than underscore. So third rule we will see, there should not be any space between the identifier name. Okay, the space should be not be there. Let's see, Rahul. If your name is Rahul Kumar, you can't write like this, Rahul space Kumar. This is not allowed. Rahul, if you have not given any space, you can write continuously your name Rahul Kumar. This is also allowed. If you want to give some space in, so that the reader can understand it clearly, you can write like this also, Rahul underscore Kumar. Like this also you can write. Okay, but you should not give any space in between, so it will think the compiler will give you the error. Okay, next we will see, keywords can't be used as identifiers named. Okay, int float, this is not allowed. Why? As I told, this float is an keyword. Here only I have told you keywords. I have many examples are that int float. Here float is the keyword. So in front of the identifier place, we can't use it as keywords. So here data type is that a is a variable and semicolon. So as I told, variable name is an identifier. Here only told us identifier are the names of function, class and variable. Variable names are also as identifiers. So instead of variable name is what? A. Instead of variable means instead of identifier place, we can't use any keywords. So it will also give the error. Okay. Last rule we will see, uppercase and lowercase identifiers are different. Yes. Suppose you have written price like this, P is small, R is capital, I is small, C is also small and E is capital. This price is different and this price is different. The letters which are small is totally different, and the upper and lower case which we have written, that is also different. Okay, you should remember these things. Many students will make this only error will make many students, so you should be alert. These are different words, not same words. Okay, let's go next. Just for this is also for your understanding purpose only. Here I have written int a. Int is a data type, a is a variable name. Here a is the name of a is the name. Yes, I have told you that is a variable name, that is identifier. That variable name is also called as identifier. So variable, function name, variable name, function name, structure name or union name in C. So whatever the in C or in C programming language also, the structure and union, the function, variable, these names are also called as identifier only. Okay, but in Java programming language, structure and union are not there. They have skipped these concepts, and the function, instead of function, the function is there, we will use it function in Java programming language, but instead of calling it as function, we call it as method. Okay, class name we specify is identifier, that only. Class name also we can, that we call it as identifier. Through keyword and identifier one term will come, that is data type. Yes, through keyword and identifier one term will come, data type. What is that data type? We will see in the next class. Today we have learnt about the what are the tokens, keywords, identifiers. The remaining are literals, constants, punctuators or separators, and operators. These three needed separate videos because there are much concepts in this, much things are to be discussed in these concepts. So it takes another video, separate video for each token, for each concept. It takes separate video. So we will see in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.